Hi, how you doing? Okay, this is about my beliefs on marriage. First of all, I'd like to say I was married for 7 years and it was really fun. Marriage can be really fun. Um, but, well, next thing I'd like to bring up is just about Rastas. Like the older generation of Rastas didn't really believe in marriage. They were polygamists. And, I'm not really into polygamy, that's for sure, but I like their concept. It's just like how the who you really are. Like if you look at my playlist about meditating, which is really trying to learn how to transcend ego so you can learn who you really are, you realize that who you are isn't the you of the past. That's not who you are. That's not who I am. I'm not the me of the past. I'm not me 5 years ago. That's not the same person. And I'm not who I'll be in 5 years. That's not the same person. That's a different person. If you live your life in the past, then you're it's like being dead because you're living your life for someone else, pretending they're you. And the same thing with the future. If you're living for your future self, that's someone else. Who you really are is in the now. The eternal part of you is in the now. And that's exactly why marriage is kind of a foolish concept, just because it's making a commitment. It's making a commitment for this future you that isn't even really you. You know, I don't know what's going to happen in my future. How am I going to know someone's the right choice for me 10 years from now? I can know if someone's the right choice for me today, but how could I possibly know if they're the right person for me 10 years from now? You know, so it just seems kind of like an immature concept. The idea of getting married. But the one thing is like real love, whether it's romantic love or friendship love, is where you care about the other one, and you want to take care of them, like I can see that happening to me, like the way guys affect me if they treat me the right way and everything, can have quite an effect on me, So a lot of what I'm saying, like if I meet some really cute guy that I'm really attracted to and he's treat me really nice, just the way I am, it just makes me make me want to care for him. And if my caring for him, if I could see, it would be for him. I would get If I were to get married in the future, it would be because I think it would be a good way to take care of a guy that I care about. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, the reason why marriage wouldn't really be necessary for me is because I just love everybody that way anyway. Just like the way you love your spouse, that's how I just love a complete stranger on the street. It's like I don't need to be married to a stranger. I don't need to go around marrying strangers, just because I love them the way you love a spouse. So it's just like I care for everybody. So like I just don't need to do that. I don't need to have a special person that I give all my love to. I'd rather just kind of give it to just everybody. But the reasons I might get would be interested in a concept like that really has more to do with safe sex. Like my reasons for what I want is I would want a boyfriend, not marriage. And so it's the marriage part that seems kind of like a ridiculous concept. I would like to have a boyfriend because of something steady, and the reasons for that is because one, safe sex, you know, because like condoms are really cool and all that, but it's not so important to me that I have sex with lots of different people, and that's why I would need a condom. I'd rather just have like one guy that I trust and we trust each other, and we both kind of agree that it's better just to kind of have a steady boyfriend, and him to have me as a steady girlfriend, so that you're just having sex with one person, so you don't have to worry about getting STDs and stuff like that, because you've already, like mixed blood and everything, because you've had not safe sex, and so you're already not safe, and so why, so it's already happened, you know what I mean? So kind of like that. And then another thing is, it's kind of like a tree falling over in the forest. If a tree falls over in the forest, does it, and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound? It's kind of like that. I'd like to have a boyfriend so that I can have, so that I can have. I mean, I don't really have family, and I have my friends are mostly acquaintances. I'd like to have someone close to me so that I can have someone to talk to when I accomplish things and when I do things, so it can seem like there's some kind of record out there that I did those things. Someone kind of to talk to make myself feel real beyond myself. Another reason is just to have someone to go places with, someone to talk to, someone to. It's just funny when you have a good friend and you go with them places. It seems like you can laugh together, and there's just something kind of appealing about that. It's fun. It's just extra. But laughing by yourself, it can be pretty fun too. But it's fun to laugh with someone, and like go do a fun thing with someone. It also can be fun to have a goal that I'm working together on someone, and we work together to accomplish some goal, like go on some vacation or go on some trip, or I guess it could be just about anything, that appeals. But like I think we like to think that those are things you do when you're married, but why, that's just like out of date organized religions cramming that idea down people's throats. Well, why not just, like, I would like, I could let the roommate, like be a guy's my roommate and he's my boyfriend. I call him my boyfriend. He calls me his girlfriend, mostly just so that it's kind of like some of those things are taken out of the way. I've got someone to go places with. I've got someone to have sex with. I've got someone to snuggle at night. A lot of it's that, like it feels good to snuggle. It feels like it's recharging your batteries. It feels really good, so yeah, I've got a boyfriend. He's also my roommate. We live the same roof over our heads, and we share moments together. We share meals together, but it's not like a real hardcore committed thing. Like sometimes he goes out with his friends. Sometimes I go camping alone with my dog. You see, give me a dog, I'll just go camping by. A lot of the things I need to do, I could just do with the dog, and he can go do his things with his friends and stuff like that. And then we both just know we have each other to come home to have unsafe sex with and snuggle with each other. And it's just kind of not, there's nothing else, no other expectations behind it. It's just someone to be your roommate that you snuggle with, that you have sex with, that you have moments with, that you can go places with, that drives, that helps you carry your groceries or drives you because they have a vehicle to take your groceries home and things like that. But why do you need to be married to do those things? You don't. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would have to be because I could tell it was important to him and I cared about him, and something about, I mean, it would be just him because it was important to him, because it seems kind of ridiculous. Why would you need to be married? I could still take care of you just as your girlfriend and roommate. Why would we need to be married? Like I've just outgrown that. I think it's just kind of a showboaty thing. But when other people get married, I respect that, because it's kind of like religion. I don't decide what other people's religion is. They don't decide what my religion is. I don't know what it's like to be someone else. Maybe they need that kind of like security blanket, knowing that you're gonna always be vowed to that person forever and ever. But because for me, I've had enough serious relationships and stuff like that breakups aren't even that hard for me to get over. It's not that hard to get over. It used to be a hard thing, but it wouldn't be now. So it's just, there's no reason to be committed. I don't have that insecurity, that attachment need to do that. I don't have very many attachment issues. But I do love sex. I do love snuggling. I love kissing. I love touching. I love having moments to share together. There are things about it that appeal to me, but we could just do that as just like boyfriend, girlfriends with sharing the same roof over our heads.